Hey there. Welcome to our channel. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Once upon a time, in a kingdom not so far away, there lived a girl with skin as white as snow, lips as red as roses, and hair as black as ebony. She was known throughout the land as Snow White, and her beauty was only rivaled by her kindness and gentle spirit. One day, while strolling through the forest, Snow White stumbled upon a peculiar sight. A house made entirely of sweets. As she drew closer, the sweet aroma filled her senses, and before she knew it, she was at the doorstep. Wondering who could possibly live in such a magical place, she knocked, and to her surprise, the door opened by itself. Inside, she found 7 little beds, each more comfortable than the last. Overcome with curiosity and a bit of mischief, Snow White decided to take a little nap. But she had barely settled in when the sound of heavy footsteps echoed through the house. Startled, she looked up just in time to see 7 pairs of eyes staring at her. It turned out that the house belonged to 7 dwarfs who worked in the nearby mines. They were initially taken aback by the sudden appearance of a beautiful princess in their midst. But when they learned that she meant no harm, they welcomed her with open arms, and so began a beautiful friendship between Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. Every day, Snow White helped the dwarfs with their chores, and in return, they provided her with food and shelter. Life was good, and Snow White felt truly at home. But their idyllic existence did not last forever. Soon, rumors of Snow White's beauty reached the ears of the queen, who was known throughout the land for her vanity and cruel heart. Consumed with jealousy, the queen commanded her magic mirror to come up with a plan to get rid of Snow White once and for all. The mirror, ever obedient, suggested that the queen disguise herself as an old peddler woman and sneak into the dwarf's house while Snow White was out. The queen would then offer her a poisoned apple, and the moment Snow White took a bite, she would fall into a deep slumber. At which point the queen would take her to the nearest castle and put her in a tower where no one could reach her. And so the wicked queen set her plan in motion. Disguised as an old peddler woman, she arrived at the dwarf's house just as Snow White was returning from her day's work. With a basket of freshly picked flowers, Snow White was overjoyed to see the old woman, and even more delighted when the old woman offered her a beautiful red apple as a gift. But little did she know that the apple was laced with a deadly poison. As soon as Snow White took a bite, she felt a strange tingling sensation and collapsed to the ground in a deep slumber. The dwarfs, who had just arrived home, were heartbroken to find their dear friend lying lifeless on the floor. But they refused to give up. They carried Snow White's body to the nearby castle and placed her in a tower, hoping that someone someday would come and wake her up. And that is exactly what happened. But that, my friends, is a story for another day. Now, this story has been told and retold countless times, but its popularity never seems to fade. Why? Well, I think it's because this story has something for everyone. For the classic story fans, there's the beloved tale of romance and adventure. For the fairy tale lovers, there's magic, mystery, and a touch of the unknown. And for families and kids, there's the timeless message of good triumphing over evil. So, whether you're young or young at heart, I invite you to lose yourself in the enchanting world of Snow White. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for watching.